Hey everyone, welcome back to the Dungeon Dive. Daniel here. Okay, we are here with part 8 of our Let's Play Warhammer Quest, and this will be the final part of this adventure, most likely. Somebody asked if, in our last episode, when I drew 2 non-combat event cards, if they had to be encountered, and the answer is no, because on both of them it does say may or if. So I just chose to ignore them. These are from the Beyond the Grey Mountains fan expansion. So a couple people have also asked how I print out my stuff. I'll talk a little bit about that in more detail when I do my when I return to my video series in general on Warhammer Quest, and I'm going to be next time talking about the DIY stuff. But for these cards, I just used some of the blank cards I bought off of eBay, and then I just printed out some colored cards and sleeved those and put those in. And then for my homemade board pieces, and I'll talk about where I got most of them, if I can remember. Some of them, it's been quite some time, but I don't know where I got each specific one, maybe. But I will talk a little bit about how I made those. But I just bought some. I bought some poster board or some mounting board, Canson, I think it's called, and it has a black layer on top, white on the back, and I just color printed those off, and then I used some spray glue and very carefully applied that to the board, and then I took a piece of really fine sandpaper and kind of bent it over the edge and just lightly sanded the edge, and that kind of rounded it a little bit to where you don't have any of the paper kind of hanging over the edge. And since it's black, if there's any sometimes it's kind of hard to cut this stuff, and I'm not a very good hobbyist when it comes to cutting things very squarely. I'm a very poor cutter. But because it's black, and almost all of the tiles in Warhammer Quest have a black edge, even the fan-made ones, the black face on the mounting board kind of hides that. So yeah, it's pretty easy to do, and I have a ton of tiles that I've made for this and for Advanced Hero Quest. So anyways, one thing we forgot to do last time we forgot to draw treasure, and we will get 3 treasure cards because we fought the orcs, the minotaur, and the giant spiders. And so anytime you beat a card that you've drawn, you get to draw a treasure for each one. Now, we were not in a dungeon room, so we're going to draw 3 pieces of regular treasure. So we will draw 1, 2, and 3. All right, so let's see what we get. The Talon of Death. The magic artifact sucks all the light from the surrounding area, creating an aura of darkness around you. Once your warrior has finished moving, he may use the Talon of Death to cause 1d6 wounds against every monster adjacent to him with no modifier for toughness or armor. Roll for each monster separately. All right, let's give that, since both of our warriors have had a treasure already, we can give this to anybody. Let's give that to, let's go ahead and give that to the Witch Hunter. He can use that. It's not for wizards only. A healing salve. Excellent. We needed some healing. Amongst the debris in the room, you find a black bottle containing a thick yellow paste. It is a salve of healing. The healing salve can restore 2d6 wounds to any single warrior or 1d6 wounds on each of 2 different warriors. We'll give that to the barbarian, to Harlan there. And then an ensorcelled blade. You find a blade of pure iron, tempered to the sound of arcane incantations in ages past. This weapon's magic guides your hand, making it easier to strike your foes. While using the ensorcelled blade, you may add +1 to your warrior's hit rolls. All right, well, we know who's getting that. Harlan. Excellent. Very, very serendipitous treasure draws there. That was excellent. So we have a healing salve, we have an ensorcelled blade, and a talon of death. Things are not looking as bleak as they were. So let's see here. We're at the top here. We're at the power phase. I'm wondering if I should use my healing salve now to heal up. I think I'm going to, because Harlan is completely healed up to 12 wounds. And the witch hunter, Saul, he's down to 4. He's down 5. So I'm going to go ahead and use the healing potion. And I'm going to use 2d6 to heal up Saul there, to try to get him up to full. So let's see. Hopefully we can get 5. 5. Hey, there we go. All right. So he is now all healed up to 9. So we are going into the final stretch of the dungeon in pretty good shape. So we're at the power phase. Let's see what happens here. 5. Okay, so no unexpected event. We're just going to have to move up. No monster phase. We're at the exploration. And we find a passageway. All right, let me just find a normal passageway here, and we will place that there. And we'll move the camera a little bit here. All right. And I think I'm going to have the door come off this side there. Okay, so that was the exploration phase. We are now back to the power phase. And a 6, no unexpected event. So we will move. We'll move 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, no monsters, no exploration. Back to the power phase. And a 1. Uh-oh. Let's see what we have here. 1d6 plus 6 snotlings. All right. Let's see how many of these little buggers we're going to be fighting. That's going to be 4 plus 6 is 10. So 5 snotlings. Whoa. Knocking the dungeon loose here. All right, 5 snotlings. I've got 2 painted ones. So let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, special rules. Let's see, ambush, magic A, and gang up. Got to read about those real quick. Ambush means they are going to get an attack right away. So let's see here. Ambush. Some monsters are able to make an ambush. The warriors springing from the darkness. Each type of monster with ambush ability has an ambush rating that shows the score they need on 1d6 to successfully spring their ambush. So what was theirs? Let's see. Theirs was this card does not have. So this, I believe, was ambush, magic A. So let's see, magic, spellcaster. So they can ambush from magic. So that means I cannot use magic before they ambush. But I do want to see. Let's see. Actually, this was a fan-made card because the original card looks something like this. So this did not include a number for the ambush. So I'm just going to go ahead and see in here if it mentions something in the level 1 monster table about snotlings ambushing. So let's see here. Let me find the snotlings. And it just says ambush. So I guess it's ambush magic. So that just means that I cannot use magic before, or they're just going to get in, they will immediately get an ambush, I believe. They don't have to roll for it. And then they also have, what is it, gang up. So I think that means that they all attack the same hero. Let's see, gang up. Some monsters can gang up on the warriors, hoping to use strength in numbers, rather than distributing the monsters evenly among the warriors. When you place them on the board, draw a warrior counter and place as many of the monsters as you can around that warrior. If there are any monsters left, draw another warrior counter and place as many as you can. All right. For every monster above 1 in contact with the warrior, add a +1 to their to hit roll and increase the strength of the monsters by 1. So this is where the snotlings become really powerful in their like kind of initial attack. So we're going to do a roll off to see who they ambush. Lowest value will get the ambush. All right, so Saul's going to get the ambush. So I have to place as many as I can around Saul. So there's 1, 2, and then also adjacent will be 3 and 4. So all of these guys are attacking Saul. And then the 5th one we'll just put behind him there. All right, so they will get an attack right now. And they're going to add 1, 2, 3 to their attack roll. So let's see here. Saul's weapon skill is 3. So they need a 5 or higher to hit Saul. There's a 2 plus 3 is 5. Ah, they hit just barely. That sucks. All right, well, Saul's going to take it. And let's see, is there anything I can do? Nope, nothing I can do. This is an ambush. So their strength is 1. So actually their strength is going to be 4. So that's 8 points of damage. His toughness is 4. So that's going to be 4 points of damage. Damn it, I'm back down to 5 now. All right. So that was the power phase. So now we're in the warrior phase here. So I think what I'm going to do is, they only have 1 wound each. Excuse me. So I should be able to kill these guys pretty easily. What I'm going to try to do is, so Harlan is going to attack, he's going to attack this guy and then hopefully get a death blow to continue around and attack. I believe the wall will stop his death blow, so he can hopefully kill both of those guys. So let's see here. The first thing I want to do is, roll to see if I am Berserk. What do you know? Berserk. It's the first time I've gotten a 6 on the first roll, so I will get 2 attacks. And so let's see here. Their weapon skill is 1. I need a 2 up to hit that painted one. All right, there's a 6. There's a hit. That's going to do enough to kill him automatically. Second attack, actually that's going to be my death blow to that guy. And there we go. That's going to kill him automatically. Just because my strength is 4, their toughness is 1. They only have 1 wound. So Harlan has killed both of those. That's on his first attack. For his second attack, he will turn around here and he will attack that one there. Again, I need a, what does that need? I need I lost my place here. Weapons, I need a 2 up, but then I also add a +1. So it's basically as long as I don't roll a 1. All right. All right, that guy's dead. And then he will death blow that guy. And boom. All right. So that was Harlan's turn. Now it's going to be Saul's turn here. And Saul is going to move and then take a swing. And let's see, weapon skill 1. So I need a 2 up with Saul to hit with his saber. And a 1. Damn it. That really sucks. That little POS snotling lived. All right, so that was the warrior phase. So now we are back to the monsters, and that one little snotling is going to attack. And so let's see what he needs now. Weapon skill of 3. I need a 5 or a 6 to hit. And a 1. That little snotling misses. Okay, so there's no exploration. So we are back up to the power phase. And a 5, no unexpected event. So it is the warriors phase. Saul or Harlan's going to move up and attack that. So let's see if he goes berserk. A 6. Whoa, he does. All right, 2 attacks to try to hit and kill that snotling. And boom. Man, RNGesus is smiling favorably upon Harlan today with those 6s. Hopefully I didn't just use all of my luck on these little snotlings. But anyways, all right, so Harlan completely wiped the floor with those little guys, giving him, what is that, 50 gold, 10 each. All right, put these guys back. So that was the warrior phase. We still have Saul can go, so he's just going to move next to here. He can explore though, because he doesn't have the lantern. So there's not going to be an exploration phase. We are back to the power phase. And, oh my god, a 1. All right, so what do we get here? Oh. You've got to be kidding me. Once all the warriors have entered this board section, a portcullis slams behind them. Okay. Cutting them off from the only way to retrace their steps the only way to retrace is if they have the key. All right, so this door here is now a portcullis. So there is no going back. I'm going to use my special portcullis door here. So not that it really matters because there's really only one way for us to go right now anyways. I'm not too worried about that. But I thought maybe it might appear in front of us, which would be absolutely dreadful. But all right, so that's that. Now we're in the warrior phase. We're all going to move up next to the door. There's no monsters. We are ready to explore. And there it is. The fire chasm, the second to the last dungeon room, which was another passageway. All right, let me find my fire chasm. Sorry, I said chasm again, didn't I? Okay, here we go. So we're going to put that there. And it has been so long since I remember reading what is going on. Oh, so let's read this. Let's see. A deep red light seeps out from this room, suffusing the area with a burning glow. The air is almost too hot to breathe, and the walls are warm to the touch. All right, so we are at the fire chasm, and we are at, let's see here. Return the Dragon's Eye. So we have to clear out the monsters, and then the barbarian Harlan, who has the jewel, has to be next to the statue in order to put the eye back and stop the dragon's curse. And this says, when the warriors enter the fire chasm, roll on the objective room. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to modify that a bit. We're going to place one modified Minotaur using our modification rules. And then we're also going to draw 2 event cards that have monsters on them. And then that's going to be our objective room for this adventure. All right, so that was the exploration phase. We are back to the power phase. So let's see here. Okay, so no unexpected event. We are to the warriors phase. So 1, 2, let's just move in. Let's see, let's go 1. Let's play corners here. Go there and there. And then when they enter the room, they will be faced with a modified Minotaur. So like I said before, we will play where he's only worth half the gold, half the wounds, and 1 attack. If you guys are curious, a viewer posted in the thread for part 7 about a formula that he has come up with in his extensive wargaming background to modify stats in games like this. And it is it's somewhat complex. I'm not great at math, but I think I could figure it out. And it looks really interesting. So if anybody's interested in that, check it out. I'm going to be looking at that and thinking about maybe applying it to this game to see how it works. But anyway, so now we need to draw 2 event cards that have monsters. So the first one, okay, skeletons, secret door, and oh man, 1d6 orcs and 1d6 orc archers. All right, so we'll shuffle the rest of the event cards up again, just in case we need to draw one. So let's see here. We've got the Minotaur, and we're going to do our orcs. So let's see. Let's do the orcs first. We will place them. Let's see. 1d6 orcs with swords. So there's going to be 2 orcs with swords. Okay, got those guys. There are going to be 3 archers. 1, 2, 3 archers. Okay, so we're going to place 1-on-1 with the swords, and then we're going to have our archers, and they want to go as far away while still being in range. And let's see, when shooting with their bows, orc archers need to roll a 4 or more to hit. An orc bow has a strength of 3, so it causes 1d6 plus 3 wounds. They want to be as far away as possible, so they're going to be all the way over here. Picking off our heroes as the fight in melee. And then what was next? 2d6 skeletons. All right, let's see here. There's 8, so 4 skeletons. We're just gonna do all with swords. I don't think I have any with bows built. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. I need to build some skeletons with bows. But again, I love these newer GW skeletons, especially this guy here. Just such an awesome sculpt. We're going to put those as close as possible. So put him there, him there. All right, like that and like that. Nobody has any ambushes. I do need to roll for fear. And then we're also going to have this Minotaur here. And we're just going to set him up just right on the side of this bridge. Kind of give this epic cinematic feeling where the warriors, they came in through the door, jumped by skeletons and orcs. These orcs over here are maybe kind of like elevated, you know, volleying air, an arrow volley, or what I'm trying to say. You guys know what I'm trying to say. Raining down arrows upon them, and then the Minotaur is just standing here, like, you know, goading the heroes on, like, haha, come and face me. And actually, I think we're gonna call it there. All right, this is a good place to stop. It'll give me time to familiarize myself with all of the monsters, so I can try to do the fight next time as clean as possible. And then that should be our final, this is going to be our final episode. Will be, what is it, episode 9, before we do a settlement and a travel and a settlement phase. That is, if our warriors survive. So, all right, guys, well, thanks for watching, and we will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.